Hello, beautiful friends. My name is Susie, and I am a Kundalini Yoga teacher in training with Yoga Vision. And today I would like to do a practice for processing grief, releasing grief. And we will follow this practice by meditation for a calm heart. So if you'll find yourself, please, in a nice cross-legged seated position, or seated in a chair is fine as well, whatever's comfortable for you. We want to sit with a nice, tall, straight spine, tipping our chin slightly to elongate the spine. Kundalini Yoga is an ancient technology coming from the Punjab area of India. And it is heavily influenced by the Sikh religion. And we'll be tuning in with the Adi mantra, which is in the sacred language of Gurmukhi. It is Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and the sound vibration is calling on our highest consciousness to be present during this practice. So if you'll join with me and rub your palms together for a few moments, bringing your hands to the center of your chest, pressing your thumb bones into your sternum. Close your eyes, and you'll be focusing on the third eye point, which is in between the eyebrows and slightly above. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. And let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. One last time. Inhale deeply. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully and lower your hands gracefully to your lap. We're going to begin this practice by doing a breathing exercise. And the breathing exercise that we are going to be doing is called alternate nostril breathing. And so for this, we're going to take our right hand and we're going to use our left or our thumb to close off our right nostril. We're going to inhale through our left nostril. And then we're going to use our pinky to close off our left nostril and exhale through our right nostril. Then we're going to inhale through the right, close off the right, exhale left. Inhale left, close off left nostril, exhale right. And so you can continue this breathing pattern. Try to see if you can increase the inhalation to the count of 4 and the exhalation to the count of 4. And we will only be here for 1 minute, and let's begin. Focus at the third eye point. Go at your own pace. Alternate nostril breathing balances the left and right sides or hemispheres of the brain. Balancing the heaven and the earth. You're a little over halfway through. You're doing a great job. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and hold it for a moment and exhale from both nostrils and lower your hand. The next portion of our practice, we are going to be doing some warm-up exercises. This is to get the spinal fluid moving, and to get your blood moving and oxygen through the body. So the first exercise we're going to do is called spinal flex. And with this exercise, you'll be placing your hands on your shins. If you're in a seated cross-legged position, if you're sitting in a chair, you can just simply place your hands on your knees. But we will be coming forward, and as we come forward, we are going to be inhaling, and we're going to be leading with our chest. So it's going to be inhale forward, and then exhale, round the spine, leaning back. So we'll be here for 1 moment or 1 minute, and you can go at your own pace. You can go slow and easy, or you can go a little faster. Just make sure that you match your breath with your pace. And let's begin now. Spinal flex. Spinal flex allows the spinal fluid to move freely, and that is going to be important for our practice. We will only be here for a minute, and you are almost halfway through at this point. Focus your gaze at the third eye point, in between the eyebrows and slightly above. You're doing a great job. We are almost through. Inhale deeply and come to center. Hold the breath. Exhale and sit and notice any sensations that you may feel in your body. Moving on, the next exercise we're going to do is called Sufi grinds. And so we're going to be rotating at the waist. And as we do so, we're going to be coming forward and then sort of rolling around at the waist, kind of like you're stirring your coffee with a spoon. Think of your waist as kind of the spoon. So we'll be inhaling as we come forward, and then exhaling as we go back. And we're going to keep that movement up, and then we will change directions. Remember to keep your motion in alignment with your breath, and let's begin. Sufi grinds is a great way to loosen stuck emotions. We tend to hold a lot of emotions in our hip area, and in a moment we're going to do a tabletop version that has a slightly different benefit. You're doing a great job. We're about halfway through. Focus is at the third eye. On your next inhalation, come to center. And now we are going to be reversing, going in the opposite direction. So now go in the opposite direction. Inhale, going forward. Exhale, backward. Focus at the third eye. You're doing a wonderful job. You're over halfway through. On your next inhalation, go ahead and find center. Release the breath and relax. Sit here for a moment with your eyes closed and notice any sensations. And now moving on to the tabletop variety of Sufi grinds, we're going to come on to our hands and knees. And you want your hands about shoulder length apart, right underneath your shoulders. Knees, you want those to be uh, hip width apart. And so what we're going to do is rotate at the hips this time instead of at the waist. So it's kind of the bottom end of the coffee stirring that we were talking about. And as we move forward, we're going to inhale. And as we rotate our hips around to the back, we're going to exhale. You want to keep your spine nice and straight during this warm-up exercise. You don't want your spine to be twisted. So keep your spine nice and straight. And we will be here for a minute and let's begin. You're doing a great job. Remember to keep pace with your breath and go at your own pace. Also notice any stiffness or tension that you may feel. Just notice it. Sufi grinds and the tabletop is really good for releasing those emotions again that we often carry in our hips. So on your next inhalation, go ahead and find center. And then we're going to reverse the motion. So go in the opposite direction now. And let's begin. We'll be here for a minute. You're doing excellent. Go at your own pace. Gaze is at the third eye. Over halfway through. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and find center. Hold the breath, exhale, come back into a seated position, either seated in your chair or seated cross-legged on the floor, on your mat. Just sit and notice for a moment how you're feeling. Let the energy circulate. Sufi grinds, the tabletop Sufi grinds can also be performed from a standing position if you are unable to withstand the hands on the ground on all fours. Another option, of course, would be to remain seated and do them in a seated position as well for anyone who that may not work for. Grief is something as human beings that we all must go through. And the grieving process is different for everyone. There are multiple stages of the process. And this practice will help you complete that process and release any stuck emotions that are related to the grieving process. This Kriya is in 3 parts. Each part is 3 minutes long. So for the first part of the Kriya, I invite you to place your left hand on your heart center, and we'll be bringing our right hand to our side. And what we're going to be doing is a motion similar to what it would be like if we were sitting in some water and we were just letting the water flick over our shoulder. We want to hear the sound of the air as it passes by our ear. Our vision, our focal point is going to be on the third eye, and our breathing is going to be long, slow breathing. So if you can inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 4, and we will be here for 3 minutes. So let's begin. Remember, your left hand is on your heart center. Your right hand is washing away all the grief, just as if you were washing it away. Continue. Feel the soothing coolness of the water, washing away all the pain and sorrow, all the grief. Inhale to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 4. Go at your own pace. You are doing wonderful. Just as everyone processes grief differently, you can go at your own pace with this. We're about halfway through. You're doing a great job. Excellent job. Got about a minute left. You're doing a great job. Inhale deeply and keep the right hand pulled back as far as possible behind your shoulders. We're going to hold the breath for about 15 seconds. Exhale fully. One more time, inhale deeply. Stretch your arm back as far as you can. Hold the breath. Exhale and release. One last time. Inhale deeply. Stretch your arm back. Exhale and lower your hand gently. Sit here quietly for a moment. The second portion of the Kriya, we're going to be holding a mudra. Mudra is a hand position, and we're going to be placing our thumbs on the nail of our middle finger, and we will be doing a flicking motion, like we're trying to flick water off of our hands. And we'll be doing this. The gaze should be on the tip of the nose. So your eyes will be slightly open so that you can look down at the tip of your nose. And while we are doing this, we will be chanting Ha repeatedly. So it's going to look like this. Ha, 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 ha. The tongue should flick on the roof of the mouth. This is involving meridian points inside the mouth. And Har is the name of God. And so let's begin. We'll be here for 3 minutes. And let's begin. Har, Har, Har. Focus on the tip of the nose and continue. Har, 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 Har. Go at your own pace. You're doing excellent. Keep it up. If you need to take a break for any reason, that is fine. Just continue flicking your hands or continue chanting hot if you can. And then rejoin the full portion of the Kriya if you can. Hot, 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 hot. Just under halfway left. You're doing a great job. Under 30 seconds left. And now inhale, continue the flicking motion with your fingers and your hands. Inhale and hold the breath. And when you exhale, we're going to exhale cannon breath. Exhale. Inhale, continue to flick the fingers. Suspend the breath. Exhale, cannon breath. One more time. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale, cannon breath. Gently lower your hands to your lap. Sit here for a moment and just notice. Notice how you're feeling. For the final portion of the Kriya, we are going to be maintaining the same gaze. So you'll be focusing on your nose, keeping your eyes just slightly open in order to do so. And we're going to begin by holding our arms out to the side, kind of at a 60-degree angle. And we will be bringing them in front of our chest, heart center, in a crisscrossing motion, alternating crisscrossing motion. And we will continue with the chant, har. So har, 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 har. Okay, so let's begin. Focus on the tip of the nose, chanting har, 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 as you are crisscrossing your hands in front of your chest. Go at your own pace. You can either go fast or you can go slow. When diagonals are used or angles are used in Kundalini Yoga, it is typically to cut through a pattern, cut through a cycle, a process. Signaling completion. Doing an excellent job. If you find that you have to take a pause, that's fine. Try to keep chanting har and then get back into the movement as soon as you can. Cutting through all the grief, cutting through all the sorrow, letting go of those attachments. Doing an excellent job. Just about 30 seconds left. Okay. Keep moving your arms in a crisscross, in the crisscross motion, and inhale very deeply. Hold the breath. Exhale, cannon breath. One more time. Inhale deeply, hold the breath. Exhale, cannon breath. One more time. Inhale deeply. And as you hold the breath this time, move the arms even faster, as fast as you can. And exhale, cannon breath. Slowly, gently, gracefully lower your hands to your lap. Sit here for a moment. At this time, I would invite you to find yourself lying on your back. Ease yourself into a lying down position. You want your feet a little bit apart and your arms to your sides with your palms facing upward. Close your eyes. We're going to take a 3-minute relaxation to allow the Kriya that we just did to integrate into our bodies. So as you're lying there relaxing, I would invite you to tense your feet, tense your toes, and hold that tension in your toes and release it. Hold tension in your in your legs, in your calves, and in your thighs. Release it. Hold tension in your stomach and release it. Hold tension in your arms and in your hands, and then release it. Hold tension in your neck and in your jaw, and then release it. Hold tension in your forehead, release it. Hold tension at the crown of your head and release it. I invite you to visualize a white, radiant beam of light coming from the heavens through your crown chakra, through your body, through all your chakras, coming out through your bottom of your feet into Mother Earth, through Mother Earth, and reconnecting in the heavens where it began. And allow all your grief, all your attachments, and all your sorrows to enter this flow, the cycle of life, birth, life, death, rebirth. Gently, lovingly letting it all go into the universe. Letting the universe take all of that energy and renew you with the prana, with the flow of life. In a minute, we're going to start moving our wrists and our ankles around, sort of just twist them around. You wake up a little bit, rub the palms of your hands together, rub the bottoms of your feet together, vigorously rub your palms together and place your palms over your eyes. You'll gently turn to your right or to your left and push yourself back up into a seated position. We will do the final part of this practice, the meditation for a calm heart. For this meditation, we will be placing our left hand on our heart center and our right hand will be in the Gya Mudra, which is the thumb and index finger touching. And we're going to be holding it up as if we were taking an oath. During this practice, your gaze will be on the third eye point, and the breath is going to be long inhalations, suspending the breath for as long as you can. Exhale, suspend the breath as long as you can. Inhale, and repeating that cycle. So try to shoot for maybe a count of 4 in between each breath. But if you can suspend the breath for longer than that, do so, please. And let's begin. When you're suspending the breath, we don't want to suspend it to the point that it hurts or that we're gasping for breath. Let your body inform you. We're about halfway through. You're doing great. Everyone's doing a wonderful job. Inhale deeply and hold the breath. Exhale, gently lower your hands to your lap. We've come to the final portion of the practice. That is a long set, short nam. Placing your palms together at the center of your chest. Sit with a tall, straight spine. Inhale deeply. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Truth is my name. Thank you. Now you need to ground yourself, placing your hands on the ground and your forehead on the ground, closing out your practice. Thank you. Sat Nam.